What's up? What's up? What's up?
It is what it is.
You know it.
Did you burp?
Yep, twice. Welcome to Agree to Disagree podcast. I am one half of your host. We getting right to it. Mike Check of Mike Check Productions. I am your favorite ballhead beat maker, and I'm also your favorite beat maker's favorite ballhead beat maker in the building.
Oh my!
And I am appalled. I don't know how you start off a show like that. I don't know how you start off a show with indigestion. That's how you know you old.
That's that peanut butter. Pause.
Pause. It's that thick stuff got caught in your throat.
Come on, bro. Stop it.
I'm just saying.
You said it. I didn't.
I'm just saying.
Hey.
Yeah. Tis I. Tis I. Simply can. The mantra's still in place. It's still intact. If I did it once, you could roll your eyes. But guess what? I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna do it again.
Oh my!
Shout out to the people. Hey, listen, please don't judge by the ab list because I am not pushing that button.
I'm not either. Hey, the funny thing is, I'm not either.
Oh my goodness, this turned into a. I feel like we're watching a sitcom right now.
Hey.
Oh my god, what's
Oh yeah,
popping though,
man. We went from talking about the Nancy Guthrie to updating updating our 7-day juice slash liquid fast to dang, what was the last one? What was the
bro?
last episode?
I forget.
Hold on, let me grab my
Oh,
phone. Let me grab my
I
phone.
know
Hold
what
on.
it was,
I
but I
know
can't
me too.
remember.
But we just talked about it before we came on. Pause.
Um, God dang it.
Shame
That's what
on
happened
us.
when you get old. Memory ain't what it used to be, or ain't what it should
Oh,
be.
capitalism. Capitalism. We
Yeah, we
talked
did
about
talk
that.
about that. Yeah, we talked
Capitalism.
about
Is it godly or is it, secular or whatever? So
it. But we know I was
not
right with that one. So.
right. Now here we are tonight or this evening. You had an interesting
Pre-game.
conversation. Yeah, pregame thoughts on what you were struggling with. I guess I would say. And I guess we are struggling with that. Every generation struggles with what you were talking about. So just if you would just like I said, we like to bring our conversations that we have off screen on screen, and so this is a conversation I think is worth having. So you go ahead and set it up.
um, I got a little Kawhi in me, but balls. Thought that one. Thought that one. Balls.
Whoa! Wow!
Especially them big ass hands.
You walk right into that one. Sheesh! I got a lot of cool. All right, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Um, yeah, you know what? Speaking of Kawhi, bro, yeah. Um, I think the All Star weekend, if y'all watch, it was I don't even call it that no more. It was just a weekend off
Debauchery
in the
weekend.
NBA.
Yeah, basketball weekend. Yeah.
Some, bro. Um, so it was a dud, another dud, bro. And I'm watching it, right? And what's crazy is it's been about 8 years, 10 years. Yeah, bro. I used to go to the All Star weekend every year. I would do it faithfully, and I think it's been 10 years since I've been to one. Now, this is not. the the reason for the topic of the conversation, but it does kind of add some context. All Star Weekend used to be like this big thing,
Pause. Okay.
right? You got all the stars showing up. You know what I'm saying? Um, you were gonna be wooed. You were gonna be ooh and an on. Um, the last one I went to is when All Star Saturday Night when Nate Robinson um
Mm.
and
Dwight
Nate
Howard.
Robinson, the Dwight Howard, yeah,
Yeah.
when he did the Superman thing or whatever.
Hmm.
Um, and it was like a big event, bro. I think that was in Texas, if I'm not mistaken. But nevertheless, it was a big build up, man, and, and the show was the show. Even though he did miss like 8 dunks to get his last one in, but pause. But it was a build up. It was anticipation, and it never let you, never kind of left you hanging. But since Aaron Gordon and since my guy Eric Gordon and what's his name,
Zach Levine.
Zach Levine,
That
yeah.
was the
Since they
last
done got
one. I mean, that was it right there.
that,
2015. Oof. Or
yeah,
2016. I forget what year that was, but yeah.
yeah, nothing has been the same since then.
Nope.
And that's kind of my lead in, bro. Like this. At first, I watched All Star Weekend. I'm just start just glancing at it, uh, and it ain't nobody there, bro. I literally was watching, and there's nobody in the seats, nobody in the crowd, bro. It's like WNBA games.
Yep.
I go to
Ooh.
WNBA games. I take my daughter to WNBA games, um, and like I mean, it's open seating. Excuse me, because you get in there, bro. It's so many open seats. You just like, hey, let me walk down. I'm gonna sit right by, let me sit right by the coach. You know what I'm saying? Um, and if you notice, from a production standpoint, the panning on a WNBA
Hmm.
game, the camera angle is different, and they won't pan because they don't want to see the empty seats.
Hmm.
And what I notice is I've been to a few of them that if by like the second quarter, third quarter, I got to the first half, they'll invite people to come down to fill the seats. The NBA has done that on the low. The ushers kind of go ahead, you know what I'm saying? Go
Right,
ahead,
right.
come on, hurry, come on, right? And I know that's a marketing thing, but yeah, man, I watched the All Star Weekend, and bro, I just left LA, so the Intuit Dome is dope,
Mm.
bro. It's the coldest stadium, and I like NBA stadiums, so that it's the coldest stadium ever. But to see that place, especially in a place as big as LA, especially the weekend after Super Bowl, because they was people still in Cali, you know what I'm saying? You would think it's gonna be star studded. You think it's gonna be packed, and then you think they're gonna bring out a show. Um, no, bro. Like it just isn't a production anymore. It's not even anything to look up, to look forward to. For the last 30 years of my life, Valentine's Day weekend has been an all star. It's been a basketball thing for me, and yeah. So I say that to say this, bro. Like as you age, what you once knew is not what it is anymore. Things change, bro, and I think, you know, with age, you start to feel let down by so many things.
So what
You
do
know what I'm
you
saying?
so what do you okay, so let's set the scene for the audience and for myself because this conversation is kind of new to me, even though I understand what you're saying. But we gotta
Mhm.
we gotta understand where your brain, how your brain is working. All right. So give us an example of just one thing in particular that once was that you saw a shift and you just can't quite come to grips with it.
Bro, okay. So I give you some examples, right? Uh this is so funny. Now, I going out, like going out. Have you been to a club or like it's kind of interesting to, you in between like the bar slash club area, you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
Right.
And now what I notice is the crowds be mixed. And if you go in there, you start looking around and it's just nothing that you can identify with. You know what I'm saying? Like you in the middle, you will see people that you look at them like they unks. You don't think you in that
Right.
age group, auntie the unks, but they in there too. And then you see the youngsters, the teeny boppers or whatever, and you know that you
That's one
can
thing.
identify with that.
That's one thing that I struggle with. I feel young, like we all feel young. We all feel capable, but we
Yeah,
forget that our outside is aging. Therefore, people don't look at us like how we feel. I
yeah.
feel young and spry, but look, I got gray. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a youthful look,
Did
and
you say
so
it? You? I know what you're saying.
yeah, I'm
Uh,
unk. I'm unk. I'm granddad. I'm unk. It don't matter how you feel, you know. So I understand how you walk in the club and you like you don't you just like
yeah,
you don't recognize anything. You know, you think you cool until you step into a realm that's no longer
bro. So I give you an example of that. This had to be probably like 5 years ago. So a couple homies of mine was like, man, but come on, let's go out, let's go hang out. They doing this thing they call First Fridays, right? Right. So you're like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? It's a big thing. Man's having a birthday party. We gonna turn up. So, you know, I go, you say, let me go get my, let me go shopping, right? Let me go grab me a fit, right? Do your thing, right? So you walk in the store, a couple stores, and you look over there, you like, heck nah, that's bro, I ain't finna wear none of that. You kind of glance past that section because it look like your granddad or your pop section. Yeah, bro.
right,
Then you
right.
look at then you start walking and you looking and you see
The YN
all the
section.
bro, listen. When you wear 36 and 36 don't fit like a 36 fit like a 26
Mm,
and everything look bedazzled, I'm like, bro, what the
oh.
I ain't doing none of that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? You go, you see, you like, this is exactly what I'm looking for. Right, gonna be lit. You looking at, you like, yeah, you about to be killing it. Get
Mm-mm.
to the crib, lay your stuff out. It's time for you and your mans to go out. You like, all right, cool. That's what's up, right? Throw your stuff on. Y'all get together. Y'all let everybody feeling like, all right, we good, we in here, right? You go, you get to the spot, and you unk instantly when you walk in there. You start looking around, all, all the stuff that you was passing up, they got it on. You like,
They got it
what?
on.
And you looking at you, you like,
Right.
don't nobody wear fitted, Yankee fitteds, and
No, sir.
I said, boy, I said, I I thought my pants, I didn't want my pants too tight. You see, bro, skinny jeans with that butt
Bro,
crack out.
back in the day, if you had a snapback on, you get laughed
Oh,
out the gym, right?
yes, yes, bro.
And I didn't
Cats,
wear
listen.
snapbacks. Like, wait. Like, come on, y'all. Like, come on.
Hey, these young cats don't even comb their hair, bro. They
At
just
all.
go. I said, oh, that's the style. So it's like, yeah, bro, the things that you used to know just ain't nothing. And then you be there, you listen to music, and you like, you really, it turns to white noise because it ain't nothing you can resonate with, and
Right.
you waiting for your song to come on, and then you notice when your song come on, only seven
Everybody
of
just
y'all,
sitting around.
only seven of y'all singing along,
Right. Right.
right? And, and you be in there, we was in there, and you kind of in a, you in a weird scenario, so you extra hard looking tough, pause. You know what I'm saying? Because you
Yeah.
gotta, you gotta let everybody, and you the only one looking like that, bro.
Right. Because hard ain't pause.
Hard,
Like that ain't
yeah,
yeah.
it don't even, you don't even look tough. You don't even know what tough looking no more.
Hmm.
But
Your
that's
tough
bro.
look is granddad. Yeah, they looking at you like, man, go sit there, go
Oh,
go.
so listen to this, bro. Now I don't wear them. I haven't worn them in a while. But my kids are talking about Air Force Ones as granddad shoes. I said,
Wow.
all white Air Force Ones. I said, Really? Really? But these granddad New Balances y'all rocking right
Thank
now?
you. But the New Balance and Averex is back. Come on, stop.
Come on. You mean Asics? Asics.
Asics, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. I said elite. Yeah. Yeah. So that's just a change, bro. And then
Yeah.
you wanna, like, I be trying to talk sense to my kids about stuff that they say is just stupid, but My thoughts aren't the majority thoughts anymore because that stupid stuff is resonating everywhere.
Yeah,
It's
especially since
crazy.
the invent of the internet. Yeah, and stupid stuff is the norm.
Bro, you know what I noticed about this though? I was having this conversation elsewhere. Um, Kids don't value knowing. They value knowing how to go get the information.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? There's no value in really knowing anything. You know what I'm saying?
No, break that down.
Okay. So let's say, okay. So I deal with this with my son sometimes, right? I'm trying to figure out what his thing is. So I've introduced him to a lot of things. Anytime I'm tinkering with my cars, he's with me. When I go looking and assess properties, he's with me. Um, I think he came with me. He's done. I think he's dabbled a little bit in my semi stuff, and I'm trying to see, what he's interested in. So, he knows how to do. He could, I'm not gonna say he knows how to, but he can do with guidance. He could change oil, change tires, um, you know, basics. And I'm trying to, like, we've changed oil, let's say 60 times,
That's
and he don't get it unless I tell him what to do.
really.
Yeah, because these things don't resonate with them. What he'll do is he'll watch YouTube because he can go figure out something. So this age of kid, they don't want to take on and it's hard because they don't want to take on the knowledge because they know they can go find whatever they want to find that they don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right, right. They don't have the same challenges that we had when we were growing up.
Yeah,
So
bro.
yeah, so they don't take it as seriously as we did when we went through it. So that's the headbutting of the two generations. It's like, okay, we didn't done an oil change 60 times. I should not have to. By the fifth time, you should have
But
locked
they
step
they
and
have,
go.
so hear me out. They have no interest in that. So I'll give you an example. You remember me when I was a youngster? I'd be tinkering on my car all day in the back alley, jacked up, changing the alternator, doing washing it. I had the spinning wheels.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Just and that's what I did all day. So I know how to do these things. I understand these things. It's not just flick, flick,
but
flick,
but
flick,
but you knew how to
flick.
do that because there was no YouTube. To your point, like you said, your son doesn't see the struggle or see the need to learn this because why do I need to learn how to change the oil when I can just YouTube each time I change the oil versus retaining the
Yeah,
information like you saying?
yeah. I don't know what they retain. And what I notice is this, bro. Their attention spans are so short that they don't really know what they like.
Right.
They're waiting to find out what they like. That's
That's
the
yeah.
crazy thing,
That's the downfall of the information age. It's like, well, if it's there, I don't have to retain it because I know I can go get it whenever I need it instead of trying to lock it in here. But that's scary because we know how the internet can be, you know what I'm saying, cut off and now what now we off the grid. Now what? Now what you gonna do? You
bro.
never retained it.
Now we sound like the old man on the porch with that conversation.
But I'm
But
just
I'll give you another scenario. When we was 14, 15, right? Um, okay. Sturks, Walmart, right? Before we were driving, we knew how to get there.
right. Right. Oh, yeah. I already know where you're going with this one.
Oh,
I can't stand
these
this one.
kids, these kids is dumb.
GPS. Yes.
They don't know how to get anywhere.
They just put the GPS on. It's
Listen,
scary.
we live less than 2 miles away from a Walmart, right? So I'm teaching him to drive. I say, okay, you was on the phone. We might tell him to take me to Walmart when he was driving. He had to turn his GPS. I said, what is you doing? You don't know what? No, I said, what the hell are you doing? The 2,000 times that we've been here. What are you doing on this 4.5 minute ride that you have no clue?
On the phone.
Like no clue, no awareness of their surroundings. I had to literally teach my kids. And I've always taught my kids like to understand their directions, north, south, east, west. But he don't have an association with streets, landmarks. Their true attention is gone. And it's like when I'm trying, like, and that's what I'm trying to tell you, stuff changes, right? I'm trying to give them input, like, you need to know this. This is like, how am I gonna trust you driving a car if you don't know the basics? Where you're going, proximity. Oh, I see you with the PB. Um, you know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because I guess because of the phone and because they feel like navigation, they don't feel like it's necessary. And I think that's
I'm
crazy,
guilty
bro.
of it too. I'm guilty of it too. I don't even know your number.
Oh,
If
I
you
know
told me to
numbers.
recite your number,
Bro, that's
I know
bad.
the
Y'all
I
bad.
know the first six. I don't know the last four.
Y'all bad. Y'all are bad. I think yeah, bro. I'm the old dude. I'm the old dude. Like stuff like that means something to me. Like I know my mom's number. I could last pull number 6714. My grandfather's uh uh s- um 7442. You know what I'm saying? Like I know all I like those things aren't significant to me.
What's your
It's
last four?
great. Of who? Mine?
Yeah, I know the first six. What's the last four?
Nah. No, I'm not putting that on this internet, bro.
The last four?
No, bro. No.
So you telling me somebody can come up with your number by giving the last four?
Bro, I'm a business owner. I could out that. It's Googled. Come on, bro. I'm not doing that.
Oh, well, if it's Google, then we already know it. Then
No, it's not on Google. I moved all that from Google, bro.
you just said
Years ago.
okay.
Yeah,
All
but
right.
I can't scrub every. I don't want to have nobody calling me. How much spam I get already. But yeah, bro. 7141. You got that one.
Shut up.
Nah, that's actually that's the
I
one
got it.
one.
I got it now. I got it locked now. I won't
Yeah.
forget now.
You can't forget mine. My other number is 986KIDS. I've had that number for 15, 17 years.
I
Kids.
ain't talking about that one. I'm talking about the
Yeah.
one that we communicate on.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
got that
Well,
now. I won't
most of
forget
the time.
now. I never
So,
took the time to look, but I got it
well,
now.
hold on. When you look at it, you like, oh wow. But the reason
It's
why we
easy.
communicate on this number because we both have the same phone.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And that's the phone I prefer. This is a number that was used for my business. If you look at the number,
Android. Yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
sorry.
Thank you, thank you. You just say government. That's all you need to say. But yeah, bro. Back to the point. Yeah, things have changed, bro. Things change, bro. You be like, oh,
Yep. And you
so,
got to be ready for it. Either you're going to shift or you just going to be the old man on the porch. What we going to do?
bro. Listen, even with hooping, like we hooping with these young boys, like, hey, listen, bro. Everything ain't gotta be a three. Running gun and launch. Come on, bro.
Right.
Like you
Run the
six
offense.
seven.
Yeah.
You 6'7". Go in the get your ass in the
Uh
post,
oh.
bro.
Uh oh.
Six, seven!
Oh, I got to get the
Oh,
6-7 drop. God
now
dog
see,
it.
there you go. There you go. There you go. See, crazy. But yeah, bro. Yeah, stuff is changing, bro. And it's like at the age that we at, it's like okay, some of the change you just sit back and let them have it because you can't even. It's hard to give knowledge now when you're the minority of the thought process. Your logic isn't logical to them.
Give an example. What's I'll give you an example. But give me an example of logic.
Okay, so um, me and my son play. We be freestyling. You heard us a couple of times, right?
Ooh,
Um,
I should pull that video up. Go ahead. I'm sorry, go ahead.
don't do that. And I've introduced him to a lot of different artists, right? Because his first introduction is some of the the mumble rap or the
Hey.
or the drill rap, right? You know what I'm
Hey.
saying?
Right.
And I try to explain to him like that's
What? What? That's not
what I
music?
what I
What? What you trying to
okay,
explain?
hold on. So before I say this, because I'm not trying to crap on nobody. Um, I try to introduce my son to other artists, older artists, so he understands the technicality behind the music, the creativity. Like you're telling a legit story. Like listen to the flow, listen to the variance of these different artists. Listen to what they're saying. Do you really understand what they're saying? Does what they're saying make any sense? Right?
Hmm.
Um, and I try to give him those influences, so maybe he could take some of that and put it in with whatever he do or the way they do it, because that's how innovation happens, right?
That's right.
You
That's
gotta have
innovation.
something. Yeah, you gotta
Hmm.
have something. But if your baseline is the stuff that they listen to, bro, I just it's tough, man, because I'm like, where's the talent in this?
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
What about personal philosophies? Forget the music. That's all. That's cool. But what about the thinking of the youth that differs from the thinking of old, our thinking, as far as relationships, as far as hustle, you know,
Whew, bro, I got one.
okay.
Got one. It broke my heart. So I've had this conversation before, with my daughters. Um, I'm not gonna go back through that other conversation, but I say I had a conversation with my daughter, and I ain't gonna say which one, but we was just talking about relationship, and she feel like her and the person that she's with is growing apart, and I'm just listening, right? And this has been a long stitch race relationship, and they have a baby now. I'm not the I told you so person,
Mm.
but um, I tried to give some I got try to give my insights and advice prior to her having this child or thinking about having this child. Well, she's talking about the relationship ain't what it is, and you know, I'm like, okay, so what's it look like if y'all go your separate ways? She's like, shoot, I'm single, I'm free. I'm like, oh, oh.
Stop the cap.
Um, I'm like, in my brain, I'm thinking about what about this baby,
Yeah.
bro? That's not even a thought process,
Mm.
right? And I tried to explain to her, like, me and your mom, good friends. Well, you know what? I didn't. I didn't. This is like, bro, I've gotten to the age that I don't go there. But in my brain, I've had these conversations with them before. Is that even though we co-parented very, very well, um, we real good friends, still cool to this day. Happy birthday to you! Shout out, her birthday was today. Text her happy birthday and everything. Um,
Man, that's long.
that's a
Oh
long applause.
man.
SJ, shout out SJ.
Mhm.
But yeah, and I was telling her that no matter how well we did, y'all suffered
Mm.
being raised, separately outside of that one roof without the
Right.
synergy of the two people that legitimately came together. It hindered y'all in a lot of ways. Now we have had to find ways to, move forward, and you guys are. We are proud of you, but that's not the way. That's not the way to go. That's not the ideal way. And I've told my kids on several occasions, bro, if I could do anything differently, I would want to have all my children by one woman. And I'm not naming a specific woman, but just
I
in
got you.
general.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
saying?
Hmm.
Um, for their sake, because I can see the value in that. Um, and to see that this new generation doesn't value that the same, because it's
Mm.
not that my daughter was being malicious with it, right? But I think that because she's she's found success, and we were together for until they was like 8 and 10 or something like that. So They got the foundation set. But those important teenage years, it was sometimes you here, sometimes you there. You know what I'm saying? But for her to have that thought and not consider the baby, it's interesting.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. Like you said,
Yeah.
this the newer generations are used to being either co-parenting or having an absentee parent, and so it's just like, oh well, whatever. They don't look at relationships the way we. I wouldn't even say we, because we were kind of bogus too, but they don't look at relationships how we look at it. Like they don't consider the child, like you said. They just figure, all right, we didn't work out next, and it's like, no, yeah, it's yes, yeah, it's next, but your child got to drag this trauma with them. It's the
Yes,
same
you
trauma that
dragging
me.
your child through that.
Yeah,
Yes.
I had the same trauma. Like I had a stepfather. I didn't want a stepfather. You know what I'm saying? No
Yep.
disrespect. He was a cool stepfather, but I didn't want a step. I didn't ask for a stepfather. You know what I'm saying?
No kid does.
Yeah, I wanted my mother and my father, like you said, under one roof, and then at least raise me. At the very least, just raise me. Then do what y'all gonna do after that. But no, they couldn't even
Right.
do that. So I understand how today it's not even a factor. They don't even factor the child into the equation.
Crazy. Crazy. I had another conversation with my two daughters. Me and you have had this. I don't think I've said it online. And they were younger. And it's just, you ask them, what you gonna do when you grow up, where you gonna live, those basic questions that you just try to pause your kids with. And somebody gonna have a kid. And I was like, okay, so where you and your husband or their father gonna live? Oh, I don't know where he gonna live, but I'm gonna live like, and it was just so natural. And and
Yeah,
and
that's
and
yeah,
and I'll say this, bro. The influence, bro. The influence is gone. These kids don't have anybody to really look up to, and they don't know they don't have anybody to look up to. Case in point, when we were young, I literally remember shows, TV shows. These were our influences. The Cosby Show. That was an
mm,
influence. You saw a family. Um, a different world. You saw the college experience.
mm.
Um, and these things ingrained kind of how it was supposed to be. Family Matters. You saw the family. You saw the Winslows. And I can go on and on, right? And those things they became your influence.
That's a great point. That's a great point. We didn't have the internet like now, and so those were our influencers. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
And what's crazy is because we can see those things like the Cosby Show and just stuff like that, right? You as a kid, you knew something was wrong with your situation, your
hmm,
stepdad situation, your mom and
right.
dad weren't together.
You knew it didn't match
You
what you
knew,
were seeing.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
bro. And even though I had both of my parents growing up together in one roof, I would still judge how they went about things the way
right,
that Mr. and Mrs. Huxtable. Like,
right,
hey,
right.
I'm like,
What?
hey, Cliff was never on no dope. Cliff wasn't
Right.
smoking weed, Daddy. What
They
you
got more
doing?
kids than we got. Yeah, yeah. It's just me
Yeah,
and my sons. Like, what's
yeah,
up?
yeah.
Yeah,
What's
yeah.
going on? Yeah. So, and not crapping on my dad, just telling him about the circumstance. But you know, and I think because those things were heavy and those things were very influential. Even bro, this bro, it's not even about black. Like I remember white TV shows. You see
Right.
families. Um, you know what I'm saying? That's what it was all about. Um, and then the music, bro, it was different. R&B was talking about loving your woman and
Mhm.
you know relationships
Yeah, it's
and
about courting a woman. It was
about
yeah.
courting a woman.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, bro. Those things psychologically were influences. So I sit back and I start thinking like, bro, everything is changing. Why is it changing? It's because the bro, and this is so funny. Ah, all right. I'm about to break this down, bro. So I, 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 there used to be a point where structured was the perceptively correct way,
Hmm.
right? Nuclear family, mother, father, um, operate how you operate. You see kids that operated within that same structure, they have kids in it. That's how your lineage was built. Anything outside of that, perceptively, was the minority. And I'm not talking about colors, group, or anything like that. But anything outside of that traditional nuclear family ideal set was like, bro, these are outliers. Like, no, we
Hmm.
we gonna stay away from that. And they weren't popularized, right? It wasn't it wasn't like the thing that was pushed. It wasn't like the thing to do, right?
Right, right.
Like if somebody went outside of that, you're like, okay, we need to get them back, get them right. You know what I'm saying? Get them, they off track. Let's help them out, right? But we still knew the right way, right? Everybody was trying to get the right way. Well, what it seems like is, and I'll give you this, right? This is something that's gonna throw you off. Remember when we were growing up, you need to be groomed. Making sure you was groomed properly. That was something, right? Making sure your clothes was earned.
Oh my
Remember?
goodness. Yeah. Oh yeah.
That was something, right?
Yeah.
That was the majority, right? From what we thought. Now, there were kids that didn't get their hair cut, right? Or didn't groom themselves, or didn't take care of themselves, or couldn't earn. The kids that may not have been able to afford to, or didn't have the family dynamic that these things were prioritized with, right? Well, what started to happen was those kids, the have-nots, when I'm talking about their influence. The nuclear family wasn't the primary influence, right? The have-nots became the popular thing. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. Based on the one parent household, that became the norm.
Became
Therefore,
and how those kids were raised
became
be the popular thing.
the standard. Yeah.
Bro,
Hmm.
listen, we'll tell you. Um, my parents never bought I think no, never bought me a pair of Jordans, right? But we lived across the street from Columbia Center Housing Project, right?
Hmm.
First and 15th, them kids ain't have nothing but the Jordans. Jordans, starter jackets, whatever it was at the time, right? Well, that's because they didn't have to take those priorities, right? We had to figure out what we had to do to get that. We stealing shoes from what's the spot the stuff
Oh,
you
gosh. Don't. Well, statute of limitations up. Oh, was it sport?
yeah,
Sport?
that allegedly
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That shoe store. Yeah,
the
yeah.
shoe store. It was a shoe store.
Yeah, we would
But
swap shoes allegedly. Yeah.
and guess what? Your dad worked and made good money. My dad worked and made good money, right?
And we still out there.
So we're trying to keep up because what
Uh,
started to happen was the non-traditional way of thinking became more prevalent.
right. We started looking at the poor folks like, wait. How y'all got the J's? Like,
Because it was
hold on.
cool.
Hold
They
on.
made everything like
Mm-hmm.
that became a trend, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So think about that. Our generation. Then our generation became parents. That became even a bigger trend. Look how these kids look. Look how they operate. It's opposite of what we knew because their grandparents implemented nothing in them, but they became the popular kids. These kids right now, teenagers right now, walk outside without even combing their hair, right? That's because the grandfather wasn't there and he was the kid with us that didn't comb his hair, but he became popular. He made it. So he had some kids, wasn't there for him. Nobody
Hold
was
on.
there.
So you said we grandparents? Oh, wait, hold on.
Yeah,
Wait.
bro. You at that age,
Yeah, technically, yeah.
technically.
Sheesh.
Yeah, you feel what I'm saying though? So what I'm saying,
I thought the grandparents would be our parents, not us. So you hold on. So
yeah,
the kids that were from our generation
yes,
that were bums, excuse me, no disrespect,
no disrespect,
had children and reciprocated that same lifestyle that they were used to,
and that became
and that
popular.
became the standard.
And now the teenagers are the kids of those kids, the
Right.
grandchildren,
Mm.
and it's their wave, but they made it cool.
Speaking of wave, talk about wave. What is the wave as far as high school kids that you've noticed that is drastically different from the generation past? Like,
Homosexuality.
oof.
Everybody think they gay.
Mm. That
All
yeah,
this
I knew he's gonna go there, but yeah,
fake gayness, bro. It's the fakest gayness I've ever seen in my life.
yeah. I can't
Yeah,
disagree with that, man. For real, like I don't. Is it a trend?
it's a trend, bro. And the trend is not even. I don't even think gay is a trend. People just want a voice and they want to jump on something. And and bro, I'm not getting to political stuff because that in the last administration, that stuff was so protected, right? People jumped under that umbrella.
Well, they politicize it. You're right, but
Yeah.
let's go back to science, and human development
Hmm.
during the um adolescent ages where you come into puberty. There is a period of time where uh kids are curious, and that's
I ain't
all
never been
generations. That's
curious.
not just, huh?
I ain't never been no backdoor. You're
Well,
curious, bro.
not you. I'm just saying. Well, okay, we're one of the ones that wasn't curious, but I'm just saying that's what
Uh,
science says, and so I
yeah.
can't ignore science. So I think science was weaponized, was politicized. Excuse me, not weaponized. I guess it was weaponized. But it was
Weapon. I was about to say
politicized.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, and so, but I won't just say that it's a trend and people got on it. I think naturally there was a period of curiosity, and then once it was politicized and made popular, then people was like, "Oh, I can freely express this, curiosity."
Well, it was exploited, bro, because the curiosity is always going to be there, but your parents drive the boundaries,
True.
right?
Yep.
They're supposed to drive the train, right? If they're driving,
Don't say that to Dwayne Wade and his wife. But go
oh,
ahead.
please don't bring that goofball up. That's a child abuse. Um, but if they're not driving that, right, then you get anything goes. Anything goes. There's no parameters. That's the goal of a parent, bro. You're supposed to like I ain't finna get into your book, but raise your child up and teach him the way the world
Come
is they
on,
should.
man.
Something like that.
Why you always diving into my book? Pause. Like, why can't you just make your point?
Because your book came from somewhere.
But
Somebody had a little
but
bit
you
of
don't have to
sense.
refer. You got Neil deGrasse, Neil Tyson, whatever his name is. Quote from him. Just saying. Just saying.
Well,
That's all.
hold on.
Just saying.
I didn't say I was quoting from a person. It's just a book because we don't know who wrote it.
No, you said it was a man. Hold on. Don't do that. Don't do that. You already done told us numerous times this is a man-made book. All right, so let's
It
quote from
absolutely is.
Neil Tyson deGrasse or whatever his name is. Let's hear some of
Well,
his
we
quotes.
about homosexuality.
Anything,
I
whatever.
had to pull it up. I had to do a little research on it. But that's another thing. Back to what we were saying. That right there is really discouraging. I think kids naturally want attention, and I think they would gravitate to wherever gives them attention with the least resistance. You feel me?
Absolutely, the path of least resistance. Period. I don't care. Well, I don't care what you're talking about. If you got a two-parent household and one parent is more lenient than the other, they're gonna seek the path of least resistance. So,
That's gonna
hey,
get them some attention.
yeah,
Sometimes, because attention is the goal. Whether it's
mm,
good attention or bad attention, they want to be recognized or acknowledged.
attempted to, yeah,
Yeah. So yeah, bro. I think that homosexuality is a big thing. I think bro. I this is probably gonna be yeah. I think depression, bro. I think somehow depression has been monetized. If you look and you observe teens of today, it feels depressing. Have you seen them dress?
How do you okay,
Pajama pants and hospital shoes,
I'm with you, I'm with you, I'm with you, but
and they all drag their feet.
you said it's monetized,
Yeah, bro. So
and I
if I
don't
could,
disagree, but I just wanna get into your brain to what you seeing and thinking. How do you in your view, is it monetized?
it's monetizing the music, bro. Juice World. What's the dude name? T-
XXX
it's-
Tentacion? Yeah, yeah,
whatever
yeah.
you want to call it. What's the other dude name? Bro, I listen to my daughter love him. I listen to his songs. I'm like, bro, what am I thinking about right now?
Yeah, yeah.
Um, Ride Wave.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
like,
right, duh, yeah, yeah.
like so, and because these kids are going through emotions.
That resonates with them, but why does that resonate?
Well, what are the alternatives now, Mike?
No, I'm saying I'm not hold on, I'm saying we resonated with what we resonated with in our day, and we know why. I'm just wondering, why does this emo rap resonate so hard? Is it because
Well,
uh,
so because it didn't have an origin based on um an elder origin. Like, think about us. Hip hop, it was something that was derived from an elder. I think it was Curtis Blow, Sugar Hill Gang, right? And it evolved from something, right? It was storytelling, it was expressiveness, it
right?
was a message behind it,
But
right?
emo, hold on, emo is expression, but right?
It's depressing.
They're expressing their depression, which is right. You lack of expression leads to depression, so they're expressing their depression. I'm just trying to figure out what, why does that stick? Why does it not stick with us, but it sticks with that generation?
Okay, so let me say this. I'll tell you what it was for me. When gangster rap came out, right? I listened to NWA. I listened to Ice Cube. I listened to all that because it was a trend. But I had elders letting me know that those lifestyles aren't the lifestyles that I'm going to lead and live. So I was
Mm,
able to separate what I'm hearing from what reality is and understand it was just entertaining. But I got to a point where I was intelligent enough. I can hear the lyrics and I can see the people that this is really applying to. For me,
mhm.
just from my circumstance, you know me, I was tough as anybody. I was, you know, NIGG, whatever, whatever, right? But I wasn't no fool, right? I wasn't. You wasn't going,
You was a fool with sense. I got you. Yeah.
yeah, because I was grounded,
Yeah.
right? Let me tell you how I was grounded. Grandfather, grandmother. I had somebody that spoke life into me, right?
So you're saying, just to sum it up, you're saying this generation isn't grounded by anything. Therefore, the trend is what's
Is
sucking them in.
is
Pause.
sucking them in. Pause.
Okay.
And so think about it. Who is inspired? Like, okay, let's say I was Juice World or I was Triple XX whatever
Right,
his
right.
name is.
Tick, 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 yeah.
Yeah, right. Just like when we was making music, right? The reason why I didn't push as hard to try to popularize what I was doing is because some of the stuff that I was doing would have been embarrassing to my grandparents and my
Mhm.
parents.
Mhm. Same
So
here. Yep.
it was just for fun for me. Or that thing that you kind of keep in the side. These kids believe that stuff because ain't nobody telling them, no, don't drink lean. That's not cool.
Yeah.
Don't pop these pills. No. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of that. It's a lot of that. That's a big reason. Um,
What
why
about
there aren't
education?
why there ain't no any boundaries.
What about education?
Education isn't education anymore. Education is just how quick can you get to the information. It's not about process anymore, right? education was always supposed to be a foundation to teach you how to think. And my degrees taught me how to rationalize. It taught me how to analyze, how to process information. These kids just trying to get to it. Like, bro, it's almost to the point the kids don't need school.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
Bro, anytime you can wake up and say, "Hi Siri, what's XYZ?" The need to know is not there anymore. All the time that we used to spend exploring this planet, exploring the world, learning, taking stuff in, processing information, having trial and error, all those hours have been substituted by flicking the phone.
I think that's why it's hard for us to motivate our children to be what we strive to be. Not particularly, but I'm just saying the path that we chose. Like my son, he's more in tune with the computer. So he's trying to be a content creator. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, he's in construction, but I don't know how serious he is about the
Construction, because it's not
right.
cute. It's you ain't you don't see construction every day. You
Yeah,
just
it's like,
yes, bro. When your kid tells you they want to be a content creator or an influencer, you got problems.
nah. I don't okay.
So
If
so
hold on. If unbridled or if untrained, yes, you got problems. But if you teach, this is my philosophy, and you'll disagree, and that's fine. You need a career, no matter what it is. Fill in the blank. You can chase your content creating dreams, but that cannot be your focal
that
point.
well, that's what I'm saying, Mike. I'm not disagreeing with the career part, but what I'm trying to tell you is a lot of these kids think their way out is through the phone.
Yeah, just like we thought our way out was in the studio. It's just a different.
I didn't. I never thought that. I was just
I'm
riding
not
that
talking
wave with
about you. I'm talking about our
y'all.
generation.
Oh,
Ball
oh. I was
ball
just riding
player
that wave.
or entertainment. That was our
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
supposed out, right? And
yeah,
so their supposed out is content creation.
yeah, bro. That's crazy. And no, I think because there's no even way to measure the success of that. Uh, we know a ball player. I know it's only 360 people that's gonna make it to the NBA. That's what I knew. So we knew where the odds was. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know how you would judge a content creator because, like I said, uh, YouTube can change the algorithm tonight.
Right.
Social media, like, bro, if the administration put an bro, do you know? You haven't been outside the country, bro? You
Damn, can
I,
you stop doing that?
no, 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 no. I'm not talking about you specifically, but
Oh, I'm like,
bro,
wait, come on, bro.
listen. Some social media platforms you can't even get on in other countries. China
Right.
don't
Well, yeah, I ain't been
play.
to China. I ain't been to China.
UAE don't play. Yeah, bro. Like, and I think it's with good reason. I hate it because we're on it right now, and that's why I think it's real important. And we try to no keep it a buck. We try to bring value, right?
Right.
But bro, I listen. I tell people like this: I'm not grabbing no olive oil off the shelf and going and
And
sliding across the
sliding
shelf,
across yeah,
the
no.
flow with a camera, somebody recording, so that people can watch me. Yeah, I can't do it, bro. But and you think about the millions of people that are entertained by that, bro. I used to say this, I think, before we even started the podcast. We are going to fail as a people. And I don't care what color you are. We're going to fail as a people because we would prefer to be entertained more than we would be to be enlightened.
Right. Oh yeah.
That's a problem.
I think that's been like that for the longest though, Ken. That's why gangster rap was so prevalent because of the shock factor. It was like, oh my gosh, a peek into the hood. Like that's not enlightenment. That's entertainment. Whether we want to participate or not, that
Nah,
caught our
nah,
attention.
nah, bro. It's only entertainment to the person when in those situations.
You said what?
It's only entertainment to the people who are not living those situations. You
Okay.
could be
You
entertained
weren't
on the
you weren't living
outside,
those you weren't living those situations.
and that's why I was entertaining.
That's what
That's
I'm
why it
but
could
that's what I'm
resonate.
saying.
Yeah, but that's why it could resonate with me because I can see who's living that. It
Right.
ain't
You were
me,
close
but
enough to the
I'm
fire. You
close
wasn't
enough.
in the
I'm close
fire, but
enough.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'm close enough, but it ain't me.
Yeah, it was familiar. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's why I want to know what's so familiar about this emo rap and this drug and oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I want to myself. Like, how in the world is that? I told you my oldest son, he Juice WRLD. You can't tell him you. That's his favorite
Juice World,
artist,
Juice
and I'm
World
like,
is Jay
why?
Z. They
I'm
can't
like,
tell
yeah,
you, bro.
mental illness. Like, what? Let's
Hold
talk
on,
about
bro.
it.
That's another thing. These kids can't. They're not expressive. They can't really tell you how they feel or why, bro.
Hmm.
Like I'm gonna keep it a buck. If you ask them why are they doing this all day, they can't. They have. There's no answer for that, bro.
Hmm.
They can't even. They can't even fathom that this is not something they're supposed to be doing. Think about that. This is as natural as them drinking water. As
Right.
natural as I'm
Yeah.
serious,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah. Using the bathroom. Yeah. 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 Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's crazy, bro. So to wrap it up, bro, I say that to say this, bro. Um, whew, as you age, your thoughts become the uncommon thoughts,
Yeah. We talked about that. Yeah. Our thoughts become
the minority
right. It goes from being the main character to the
to
extra in
support
the
that.
background,
Yeah,
and that's a hard thing to deal with, to grapple with, and that's for every generation, from our
and
grandparents to our parents to us.
what's crazy is we in the movie that we've seen before,
Yeah.
and we trying to tell them how it ends,
Yeah.
but don't nobody want to hear us.
Nobody, shut up, shut up, go sit down. Yeah. Like a Lifetime movie. No, don't go in there. And they go in. It's just like, all right.
You say Lifetime?
Lifetime.
That,
Yeah. Yeah.
that's funny.
I'm married, so yeah, Lifetime. Yeah.
God, how to kill a husband? That's what it say. How to
There you go.
unalive your
Snap.
husband.
Yeah, I be watching.
Yeah,
Like, hold on.
bro.
I be taking
Hey,
notes. Hold on.
listen. All I would say is I know there's some bitter woman that owns that network.
Gotta
Cause
be.
all them movies,
Gotta be. They be
all
going
them
in.
movies.
They be going in. I be sitting there like,
You was like,
wait, right.
look, you have to
Okay.
look sideways. Like you really into this, ain't you, bro? Look,
You like this? This what you rock
yeah.
with? Oh, okay.
Look,
That's
look,
what's
look.
up.
She lured him home and made him his favorite dinner,
Man,
and just put cyanide on top like it was accent.
man.
Yo, yo girl, your girl threw you a steak. Yeah, bro. But that's why bro, I play with this.
Pause. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
but I play with this phrase, bro. I think we all can relate to trying to make America great again. Like, bro, we can go back to the 90s. I think it was great, bro. Gas was 86 cents a gallon.
No, it wasn't. Not the 90.
Yes,
Oh, you talking about 91? 1990?
and the,
89?
and
The
the,
gas
bro,
ain't never been no. What'd you say it was?
it
He
was
young.
less than a
He young.
dollar,
I
bro.
gotta check him.
We
He
was
young.
driving in 95,
It was 79
94,
cents back in
94, 95.
before the
Yeah,
first Iraq war. Yeah, that's a fact.
yeah.
Dang, we old. Oh my gosh.
Come on,
Woo,
brother.
we old.
The war in Iraq was 94.
I said the first one. That wasn't
That's
the
the
first
first
one. The first one was in.
92.
I was. It was
Yeah.
90.
Hold on. Look, look, look. I'm about to use what they use. Let's ask.
Google. Yeah,
When was the
that's
first Iraq war?
90.
The First Iraq War, also known as the Gulf War, happened between 1990 and 1991.
All right.
It was a U.S. led response to Iraq's invasion of Kuwait and included operations like Desert Shield and Desert Storm.
Yep. So
That's the
yeah,
last
bro.
time gas was under a dollar. And
Yeah. Good
dang, we
times.
old. Oof, right. Yep. Good times. We wasn't even driving. We wasn't even old.
Bro,
We was
hold
just
on.
coming into puberty.
Hold on, bro. I used to fill my car with $10.
Oh, that's right. We used to. You right? No, you're right. That's true.
Yeah, I don't
That's
know what you're
true.
talking about. 87. It was 87, 79 cents a gallon when I was filling my car, bro.
Well, you was driving at 10, so all right, I give you that.
Wasn't driving at 10. I was driving at 14.
You said, I thought you said,
Well, no, I'm talking about a car. I had a car,
oh,
the
your
little
car.
Fiero.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Let's say
little Fiero at 14. Um, but yeah, filling up 87 cents at $10. You remember $10?
balling. I know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bro. So, I remember giving people rides. They give you $2. You like, all right, cool. Okay,
that right. It's a
quarter,
quarter.
quarter,
Right,
quarter tank. Good. Where you trying to go? Trying to go all the
right.
way to the harbor? I got you.
Mhm.
You go get you a value meal for two. What it was $1.99 value meal. Remember that?
Big
Come
Mac
on, bro.
meal. Yeah.
Bro. Listen, I'm gonna tell you how gangster the world is. So, um, the actual process to creating a value meal, burger, fry, and drink, right? Today has been more refined than it's ever been. Production costs are down. They can produce way more for less,
Yeah.
right?
That's the point of capitalism. Yeah.
Way more for less. And the prices are 400% what they were to the
Higher.
consumer.
Hmm.
Cows are still humping. They're going to create cows, right? They're going to create cows. It's less expensive to create the drinks now, the bread, all the products. Bro, think about industrialism. It's always advancing,
Hmm.
but the price to the consumer is out the door.
Yeah, that's what they're advancing. They're trying to be more efficient with the manufacturing, and then create a bigger profit margin.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
All right, y'all. We hope y'all enjoyed the conversation.
yes,
Hope
sir.
y'all learned something. If y'all want to add something in the comment section, we appreciate it. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you please subscribe. Hit the notification bell and click all that way you're notified each time we post. We appreciate the conversation. What you got, Ken?
Man, before y'all go, man, what has changed? Let us know in the comments what has changed for y'all. What has changed from when y'all grew up? Something like fundamental. Don't tell me like, okay,
Yeah.
they wearing platform shoes and stuff, but something fundamental, man. Because this is like, ain't like, do you feel like you need to get the notice that this stuff changed? You just like, look, I'm like, wait, what's going
Yeah.
on?
You basically you're watching the world pass you by, and I won't say in
Yeah,
seconds, but in years. You just notice it like, wow,
yeah.
I'm aging out. My philosophy, my thoughts, my you know, whatever
Your
I thought was
feelings,
important. Yeah, it's
your
aging
feelings,
out.
and your opinion. Have you ever
It's
had an
just
opinion? Listen, have you ever had an opinion about something in your household? You the only one with the
only
opinion,
one. You're like, oh yeah, don't
and
even
you
go
know
there.
it
Don't
makes
open up
sense,
that Pandora's box.
and you
Yeah,
know it makes sense, and you know it's right.
yeah,
And you look at everybody, they looking at you like, yeah, yeah, bro,
yeah.
crazy.
All
Stay
right, y'all.
young,
Join us
stay.
on the next one. You know what time it is.
Well,
Oh my!